Alrighty, welcome back to The Devil in Detail, the Grendel Reread Podcast. I'm Eli.
I'm Venom. We're back with our 123rd episode for the fifth and penultimate, our favorite, episode of the, what's this called? Four Devils, One Hell, the finest Grendel tale, the finest Grendel comic, the finest comic ever made.
Glorious. Teddy Kristiansen, again, blowing minds from page one. But before we dive too deep, Ben, what have you been up to since we last recorded? It's been another minute.
Creative?
Dude, you're making some amazing new YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, right. I have a new solo YouTube comics over. Now that I got my overhead
You went
arm,
solo.
I listen. I fully expect the 60 loyal YouTube viewers to at least try my Lionel Feindinger video. Join the conversation. Publicly correct all of my poorly researched non-takes.
It's just Ben Granoff, like youtube.com/Ben Granoff or something,
I don't know.
Search Ben. I'll put it in the show notes.
My handle there is B Gran. It's confusing because sometimes on some platforms my handle is Ben Granoff, and on others it's B Granoff. And I've forgotten which
Be more Granoff.
Eli, what's your story? You got convention. You got Heroes Con coming up.
Yeah, got Heroes Con coming up. I got a pro badge for San Diego Comic-Con as well, so I'll be there as a pro, hobnobbing with the creators. Also, Cosmic Lion Productions has now entered the world of national distribution through Diamond Distributors. So starting in July, you all should pick up your new Diamond catalog and order your favorite Cosmic Lion Productions stuff through there. Tell your shop you want to order it. I'm super excited to start that, and oh my god, it's going to be amazing.
Congrats, Eli. You did it. Man. That's yes. Great.
You all have watched the growth of Cosmic Lion Productions since the start of this. When truly I was starting to publish, I published the first book, Not My Own, and now we're almost 20 deep, if not more than 20 deep. And man,
you got a lineup of good talented people and classic talents. You told me you had a secret 90s alt legend signed up for next season.
Yeah, it's not so secret anymore. And I'll say it again. Matt Howarth, who graced the pages of heavy metal in the 70s.
He wasn't even the one I was thinking of.
Oh yeah,
he wasn't even the guy I was thinking of.
Who? Bob Fingerman?
Bob Fingerman.
Oh god, I didn't say that. You guys didn't hear that. We're not final yet. Contracts haven't been signed, but
well, I didn't say it.
We'll cut this out. But the editing budget is burnt. Anyway, there's just always a ton more coming from Cosmic Lion Productions. If you guys are going to be at Heroes Con, please try to come out and see me. I'm going to talk to Matt about maybe doing another small run of the Grendel zine to get it out for free to all you guys so that you don't forget the cast. And Devil's
Never
Crucible,
forget.
Yeah,
that's what we always say.
That's what that means. And Devil's Crucible is like so close too. We're going to start covering that as soon as that drops. Yeah. The newest Grendel book
on Devil's Crucible. The news was something plot necro.
Yeah.
Necro guy.
Something. Yes. Well, we don't know.
I know. It was 500. It was 500 years. Something.
Since he left.
We already knew that.
And now the world is like plunged into this new thing. The clans are destroyed.
Yeah. There was definitely like more narrative kernels in the last interview than we'd seen before. Okay, that's good. Right.
Yeah.
So July comes soon enough.
Yes. All right. But what can come soon and is coming right now is the theme song. Then we're going to get in that book. Take it away, man.
With the box, ready to go. Any fast, any slow. Yeah. Vivat Grendel. It's like the devil is my best friend. 100 rows with the pen to the fork end, or till time end. Like Orion, Jupiter, my kin, bloodline private. We control the whole shit. The wolf won't beef, then we feast off the rip. Behold the devil in detail. Behold the devil in detail.
Alrighty, we are back and we are diving headlong into Four Devils, One Hell, number 5 of 6. My Trigger is Swift by James Robinson and Teddy Kristiansen.
Actually, the name of the chapter, despite the very cool pulp
Oh yeah,
on the cover, is One Carnival, Three Captives.
right. They keep like a rhyme scheme thing going on, or like a and every title has the same thing: four devils, one hell, one carnival, three captives. Oh, I wonder if it's counting down too. I don't know. All right, do you want to read the intro as per?
I love reading the intro.
Yeah.
Previously on Grendel. Grendel, crew leader, Renute's plan to lay claim to the throne of France and become the Grendel of all Grendels has gone astray. The last remaining heir to the throne, Simone Bachak's young boy, has been rescued from Renute's brigands by P.I. Joseph Mantovani and the rogue Grendel Calhoun, who turns out was Simone's lover at one time.
Oh.
Meanwhile, another of Simone's former lovers, the demented Alfred Bixby, has been wreaking havoc on the streets of New Orleans, still haunted in his quest for a mysterious relic, and Gloria DeVere in their own search for the long-lost treasure, has seduced her way into the local Grendel clan. Now, with all the players in place, let the Mardi Gras begin. It's almost not fair
How good this
to
splash
James
page is.
Robinson how good the artwork and storytelling is. Because any moment where the text presents even the slightest like roadblock or challenge, or any time where the text is competing with any visual element at my interest, I can't name it.
Yeah. It's
Uh,
so good. And I love, when you're saying in your new show, you're telling everyone what I already knew and you had been telling me is that you, number one, don't read comics, and number two, can't even read.
Can't even
So
read.
you've gotten to the letter J.
Why read comics when you can't even read?
Oh man, I actually like this intro. It's really cool. It's like introspective. It's like I think it's Mantovani, talking about it's Mardi Gras, and there's like party on every street, a band that's even louder than you can imagine. Fat Tuesday, baby, Mardi Gras.
Yeah, there's like these super distorted, demented, chaotic, swirling red party devil images.
Yeah.
Then what is the page reel? The floats? Ooh.
Oof.
Yeah,
There's
devil
a
float.
there's a dead cover band that does like New Orleans style dead cover. So I'll have to find the New Orleans Friend of the Devil dead cover for the theme song this week. But oh my God, this spread, Teddy, you monster. Dang the glare. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
insane.
So yeah, this is really cool. I have a question.
Sure.
See
Ask
the
away.
purple, you see the purple and the pink part like below the float? What is like where's the wheels of the float? You see the black
Yeah.
rippling curtain? Is that
Yeah.
touching the floor, or is the pink part a flat plane and the purple part is vertical? You see? You look at the back.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know.
It like sort of
It,
optically mind fucks you,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I mean, because there's these other little slashes that you would maybe use to denote people as the people get, less and less detailed. So I
Yeah.
don't know.
And then also I think that it's a lighting strategy, because like the bottom, like you see when the yellow like the light is actually like illuminated through smoke or something like that, and then it keeps getting darker until the Sylvester and Tweety is just sort of like an afterthought in that in the middle of the page.
Yeah, it's so funny they choose to use Sylvester and Tweety. I
So this is
yeah.
renewed. This is the crew float.
Oh, you think? Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
right. This is local Grendel crew
Yeah.
405 cruising through on their brand new Devil float.
When
Seems
we
to
went,
be spitting fire out the back.
yeah, the fire is crazy. I
Yeah.
went to the float museum, Hall of Fame, or whatever it was when we were there. It was so cool.
Whoa.
And they had a Swamp Thing one. They
Whoa.
had like every pop culture historical theme you could think of in just this
Has been
warehouse.
done.
It was so cool.
I love that. I love, I mean, even in local hometowns, they go crazy for these floats. So when it's Mardi Gras and it's like the float capital of the world. Although Dia de los Muertos, I'm sure is probably crazy as well. But
All right, so
any,
so
yeah, so we got Sylvester and
Mantovani was
Tweety.
told by Calhoun to hide in plain sight. But the problem is that his Sylvester costume doesn't have any gloves, and they know that they're looking for a guy with a prosthetic metal hand.
He'd give it away in 1 second. I love the details like of all the Grendels that we're going to see through here.
Yeah.
It's like no holding lines. It really just seems like, you just went like this and your Grendel makeup was on, and it's like it just looks so cool. You know how much I love like
Yeah.
your
Images.
everyday Grendel, and
Yeah.
how encouraged you are to show your
Your
personality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
your Grendel flair. I love it.
One thing I noticed I think in this scene, maybe even on this page turn or coming up in this issue, is like you said, it actually talks a lot about like the martial prestige, the class prestige that this
Yes.
fiction comes with. Not really because listen, some of it, like what's the guy's name? Who's the redheaded guy?
Calhoun?
No, the
No, the
crazy
crazy guy,
the
Alfred
Cajun guy.
Bixby. Alfred. Yeah.
No, the Cajun guy.
I can't
The
remember what his
samurai?
name. Yeah, the samurai guy. Yeah,
You
the
remember his
Black
name.
Knight.
Yeah, the Black Knight. He has a lot of he looks good. People listen to him.
He's got a
All this stuff.
blowout.
Not all the Grendels are like in that space, but the contrast between all the Grendels and then like these regular Joes, these regular schnooks.
Yeah, who are just there to party in Crazy Town. Crazy Town is everywhere now, and you can look at 50 faces right here, like
Yeah.
all throughout this thing. I'm gonna get
So
this glare figured out in the future, guys. I'm gonna get a flag.
he's got he's got the kid dressed up as Tweety.
Right, the kid that they took from the docks, right?
Took the
They were
kid
like
from the
in that
dock.
bio dock, and
Yeah,
that's where
he is the
Simone's the vampire.
child. He's Simone's kid,
Yeah,
and we've got two characters that have been Simone's lover.
that's right.
I think
Yes.
that's what we're supposed to be thinking. The plot is just not. It can't compete with the fireworks.
Well, yeah, exactly, exactly. They want him to be. He's gonna he's gonna be the new Rose Grendel.
Dude,
He's the
page.
king. Yeah. Oh,
That
this is the
page.
one. You zoom in to the white things, you do a crossfade and zoom out on Alfred's costume. This is amazing.
Yeah, easily one of the best pages in the series.
Yeah.
Easily.
And the color balance. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah. The just the white solid it's and how much the tone changes. Like it's still Mardi Gras, so there's still ticker tape and balloons, but
Yeah.
it goes from gold to purple. Oof.
The
Really,
ticker
really
tape
good.
around him turns into Bernieisms, denoting he's going crazy.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And the
very
next,
cinematic, Eli.
it is. I mean, that's a huge cinematic thing that they always use. Like, remember Arrow, the like Green Arrow show? They were like silly with the crossfades, how many times they would do it, like just zoom into anything and do these things all the time. 3 times a episode.
3 times an ep.
Anyway,
So,
he's like,
Nick
what manner
is
of
nuts.
demons are these?
Oh, I had
Kicks
another
in.
note that I wanted to just play on really quick. It's Mantovani with the kid under his arm,
Yeah.
echoing the Paladin and Jupiter
Oh, you're right.
and Stacy and Hunter.
Yeah. A father figure,
Yeah. He looks. Oh, you know who I'll save my comment for
What?
later. I have a comment about Bixby for later, but I'll save it for when I think it's more appropriate.
All right,
So
sweet.
this
So
is
he's just crazy, and he thinks all the Mardi Gras goers are just like villains, demons, whatever.
yeah, get him.
And he's just swinging. He's spinning his fork like thing and just going crazy. All right, so we continue. Then we flash back here because we're missing Calhoun. Calhoun left. That's one of the things that he says in the beginning right there. And he's like, Calhoun. He's like, that's my name. So now here he is talking to Batiak, the head of the Nolans Grendels, right?
Close. Renewed.
Renewed.
He's Renway. Yeah,
Renway.
he sells out the boy, he sells out Mantovani, he says everyone's got a price, here's mine.
Yep.
Dialogue is not. I mean, this character, Calhoun, is a pretty cool character.
Yeah.
Renewed is not really that. He's established a little bit. But
Yeah, and we're kind of told that he means something, but we're not really given a lot of character development. So I'm like, I don't really care.
But Teddy's work on these on these faces,
Yeah.
they're so haunting. Like they're so dark, but with just like these little peaks of light, and they're so well sculpted. They all feel like you would know what they'd feel like if you touched them.
Yep.
So cool.
All right. So he's like, you got to give me the prints, but for a price. And he's like, oh, yeah, you're going to sell them all out. What price? Then we flash back, and that's an explosion going on there. Or
No, I
that's
think
like
that's
the commotion.
floats. Yeah, that's like that's the party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the floats. So they're coming to, and again, the character work, the figure work, like this hair here, these no hold lines, like characters back here, all this brush work, glorious. And then we get this amazing panel of Sylvester blasting someone away with a big gun. It's great.
Yeah, so I think the cover is kind of strange because it's this moment as done as like a pulp. Oh, it's done as one of the paperback novels that Bacchiac's father used to read. That do you remember this stuff?
I don't remember that part. But that was something he said?
When Bacchiac has Mantovani in the kitchen, he's like, "Yeah, I love Private Eyes. I don't want Grendel's.
Oh,
My
yeah.
grandfather used to read Private Eye, Giallo novels,
Wow.
and they were so romantic, and they had such a great code of honor. And it was different from the Grendels.
Good
And
catch, Ben.
the
Good catch.
cover to this issue is Mantovani's imagining of himself in that
In one of those things.
way. But the reality is that when this moment occurs, he's dressed up as a cartoon character.
As your favorite cartoon cat.
Okay, I love
He
it.
is not suffering any succotash.
I love it. I love it. At first, my thought was like, oh, the design of the gun on the cover is totally off model from what they drew. Not even realizing, oh, he's wearing the furry hat.
It's just an envisionment. And then top here, we see Teddy, like this guy's getting blasted away, smoking. So well done. So cool by Teddy. Like it just peeks past like this part of the paper kind of thing. Maybe even not, but like it really kind of pops out of there. And
Look at
again,
this guy. This guy's Grendel eyes. They go right over they don't. It's not on his eyelids.
yeah. It just goes around here. That's
Very
cool.
unique. What's happening in this big panel with the float gets all exploded? It's so chaotic.
I think because some of them are filled with
Like-
air or something. And so if it got shot, then it's like deflating or something, caught on fire. And
I don't
I mean,
know.
this face is insane. Not in this stupid costume. So sick. Oh man. Like you say every time, not like any other comic. Yeah, this one's all stuck together. This is weird. I got some weird like crust up in here. Not from me. Anyway, so they rush in here and he gets tripped by the art dealer lady, collectible lady, Gloria.
I love look at the booms of smoke underneath him when he falls on the super cartoony like clouds of smoke.
Because they're still playing with the like Sylvester-ness of it all, so they're giving a little extra. He's like, son of a, and then she's like, blam, right on the back. And she kind of already, like, we're seeing a change in how we perceive her already, now especially. And she mourns that change later, but like, we were introduced to her as this nice art dealer, this, there's a cool letter in the letters column about that. And I think we were right about something. Anyway, but yeah, it's funny. And then we got Tweety in the background there. And they're like, all right, we got the child. Yep.
Yeah, these
The
are
man with the honest
crew,
eyes.
These are crew henchmen.
Yeah.
That she's
fallen in with.
And then she notes that Mantovani looks like an honest guy. Okay, great.
This is a very like pulpy kind of the man with the honest eyes.
Yeah.
The killer with the honest eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the characters are cool. Some of them are more developed than others. The plot is sort of
Well, there's a lot going on. You know,
fair.
they're really trying to tell
Yeah.
4 stories. You know, it's tough.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So Renute and Calhoun are still
They're
at
still.
it. Calhoun's a
I
bad
thought you
boy.
were a good man. I am a good man. Oh, well, you're doing a crazy deal here. But then he gets a little news halfway through right here. Or perhaps not. Seize him. And then it all falls apart because they got the kid. They just got Tweety Bird there.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So then the
I'm really
turds
more interested in
the
looking at
tides turned.
look at these panels of Calhoun in close up. Go back, please go back. One more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Look at that one of him smoking.
one.
No, go back.
One more?
Yeah, where hand is? No. Right there.
Yes.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
right
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's nice. And again, that's so minimal from Teddy. That's like no eyes, no eyeballs at all, no detail. The first detail you see is this, the hat, and then the first detail is the shine you see on his cheeks, and it's like doesn't you still get the energy as if you're staring into like a character's eyes, you know? All right, so on the page turn here, we get this amazing panel right here. This is like very heavy metal, like seductive eye on the side, you know, and she's just like, "Where you going, Duloc?" And Duloc, the Black Knight, man, he's here. He's like, you know, thanks again for your service. And you know, I'm about to be out.
He's coming back.
But he's coming back. And so he goes into the fricas here. He goes into the, you know, what's going on, puts his mask on right there. So sick. And he sees, and here's another where technically this is what the 5th Grendel, or does he not? Oh, well, Mantovani doesn't count as a Grendel, so he's the 4th Grendel that we were introduced to. Anyway, so then now we get a standoff of these two. And he's like, "Who's
This
next?"
is
And
the
he's like, "Come
panel that
on."
I thought when I saw this panel of Bixby holding his spear, I was
Mhm.
like, that's Dan Moeller.
This one here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's
No,
sick.
no. The panel 3. Yep.
This one. Who's next? Yeah, he looks so sick right there. Oh man, so it's just
He's an
going on.
asshole. I hate this character.
You hate Bixby.
I hope Duloc kills him.
All right, so here he goes. He's cracked up on Grendel, and he's just like, "Look, devils, why can't we beat him? We're like a crushing fist. You know, we're like one, and you know, we can be the fingers of a hand that grips." And he's like, "Let's just go." And then next panel, hogtied. So he's down for the
Great,
count.
yeah, a really, really cool, just like jump through time.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I always want to have a way to term this kind of jump. Sometimes in my head, I call it a cause and effect jump, but that doesn't really fully describe what it is. But I think it starts to describe it a little bit.
It's like a yada 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 cut.
It's
You
a
know?
yada yada cut. Yeah.
Like he says, take him, yada yada yada, hogtied.
Yeah. Or sometimes, you know what? Sometimes filmmakers will do it to show the passage of time. They'll like on one end of the cut, here's something pristine, maybe a meal delivered, and then you cut to the meal like destroyed.
Rotted like a week later because
Or just empty, finished.
Okay.
Yeah, that you had your delivery. Okay, great.
Boom. All right. So here, okay. So I want to talk about this for a second too, because we're almost seeing like how Bixby is like experiencing the world when he's waking up, and it's just like this like crazy
so
kind
then
of
maybe
smudged.
maybe the first page is Bixby's POV, the swirling murder.
Yeah.
The very first page of the issue.
Oh. Well, yeah,
maybe parts of those panels is actually Bixby killing people or Bixby's perception.
This right here, yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Oh, remember like when Joe Matt was drawing the like vision of that cop way back? God damn it. What was that character's name? Sucks, I can't remember.
Joe Matt or Joe Mad?
Yeah, Joe Matt was drawing those when it was like Grendel vision.
Oh,
when,
yeah. When Joe Matt was inking.
Yeah.
We got a few panels in that. Yeah,
that was sick. All right, so Duloc's like got him. He's like, "See, guys, we got him. Just a testament to what some Grendels can do."
I guess
then,
so.
Yeah. Well, and then we start seeing this something in the night that we've been,
Yeah,
we'll
I think
see coming up
what's
here.
a little wacky here is that it's a static, the camera is not moving, but it's a little because of the way that like the spotlight and the third and fourth panel, it's a little hard to read that,
Oh yeah, I see that.
right? So like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
indicators are like this you see the lamp
Hmm. At
with
the
the
top.
spatter? Yeah, and then
Yeah,
like sort of like spatters out.
and then there's this crack here, and then the cracks like filled in each time too to maybe
Yeah.
give it
So
away.
anyway, this is the vampire abduction sequence.
Yeah. And it goes for a while here too. And so, oh, and here we flash to Gloria here, and this is where she's like, "What have I become? I've been consumed by this quest."
Yeah,
And
the sequence that we just saw with the abduction, like, is sort of like the overture for the next several pages.
yeah, for the
Of
rest of the issue,
Cross
really.
cutting through all these plots and creatures of the night.
Yeah. It would be really crazy to get like a Grendel tattoo in white ink because it almost seems like that's what they have. Like, and would like a tattoo in all white show up like that? Like,
The
sick.
cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to make some stencils and get like a jacket like this and put a big like yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, so and then we just see kind of like different Grendels around town, and again, here's like where it gets really creative. Like here's a female with a mohawk, and then almost like cat eye makeup. It almost looks like into like Grendel things. That's very sick. We see some guy having sex, a guy and a girl having sex, a guy getting held up, taken away, and like it's taken only Grendel's away though. It's not like taking innocent people. We see just like whoosh, whoosh. Well, actually, no, there's an innocent person. Yeah,
it's a very left fielded plot twist.
yeah.
So it's like,
We don't even know what's
just
happening.
go with it. Just go with it.
Yeah. Boom, boom, snatch. And then here is almost like it places someone or something. It's like backwards, like
Hard to say.
yeah. And then here is backwards too, kind of.
That's the crew. Oh yeah, what? Is that is what's happening? Maybe maybe it is the otherworldly perception melting powers of the vampire at play.
Yeah. I mean, could it be that a page was in like reversed somehow? No. No, because it would be like that's laid out wrong. That's weird. That's just interesting.
I mean the middle tier looks like it's backwards.
Yes, this one too. I mean, there's the
What's the
monster
cause and
and
effect? I don't understand. What's happening in panel 5?
I don't know.
There is a guy in a cape. There is a vampire. The vampire we've been following
Oh, he materializes there or
is
something?
in the vampire we've been following goes into this grave, and then that's right outside the New Orleans crew, and then this Grendel is like humming around it later on, none the wiser.
Hmm.
I do not know.
All right, well, let's keep going because
Or
they're getting
maybe,
abducted.
yeah, anyway, it's all
And we're back in
anyway,
here.
spooky shit.
Yeah, exactly. So then we're back in here, and this is the like helper of Lord Renwit, and it's
This
like
is the
his
piddle and
yeah, Piddle.
piddle and
Yeah.
pea.
Yep, Pip and P. From the Pope. That's sick.
I like this panel 4, the red lighting on his face. That's really nice.
Yeah.
That's classic Teddy.
Yep, and this is where he's kind of laying out a little bit of exposition about why they wanted him, and why, what the kid's gonna do. He's gonna be the Rose Grenoble, he's gonna be the king of
Oh, the
France.
Rose Grendel, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That was cool.
I wonder, is that the Rose Parade? No, that's around here in LA. Like, I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so here's another panel, kind of how we saw the thing where like this is all shadow, but it's like a pattern.
Yeah.
And we cut it off. So yeah,
Right.
that's
So
all
it
just like
picks up, yeah, so it has to pick up light and tinted.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another that's a Teddyism right there. It's like a very artistic. I mean, Teddy again, you good, man. You good.
All right. So this is Devereaux is a guy, and then
Yeah, like exposition, and then
here's a vampire.
boom, you may rise again. Ba 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 ba. Now, is this someone we know? Is this I feel like this is someone we know.
Is it Tujiro?
No, I mean like from this story, like this is Batiak brother, or this is like
Renewed.
This is Renew.
The vampire?
Yeah.
The vampire is renewed.
See,
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
All right, cool.
You're not missing anything. That's what happens. And then I guess this is the guy he's holding the guy
That's Devereaux, yeah.
he's talking to
Yeah,
with the goatee?
this guy. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, I see.
All right. No,
Yeah,
Devereaux, the
well,
lad will become the rose
surprise. The
gold. Yeah.
vampires are back, baby.
Vampires are back. All right. All
All
right, we
right.
got some interesting letters here.
Let's pat ourselves in the back. Maybe the biggest bat pack of them all.
Yeah. But the art is insane as always. And next week and next episode is the final showdown for all these Grendels.
Oh no, I meant pat us on the back with the letter column.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Well, hey, this is talking about the Comics Journal issue that's out there that's got the matte cover that he drew of his face. And Diana's saying here she was there for the 5-hour interview where they talk about life, the universe, and everything. Actually, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. She got
5 hours of sex, drugs, and rock and roll with Gary.
And they're just loving on Warchild here and like Teddy and how great he is, obviously. 4 Devs, 1 Hells, killing it still. All right, so here's where we get some.
We didn't pat ourselves on the back.
Oh, okay, sorry, Ben. You're right.
What is it? The
Wait,
artwork in Gloria's. The artwork in Gloria's treasure trove is a painting of
yeah,
Matt's Batman Faces cover.
that's right.
And we described, and Di says, "You're the only person to notice that."
I think we said it was like a Batman Grendel or something. I didn't say faces, but we knew it was
like Batman fighting a rocket ship.
Yeah,
But if I look at it now,
we knew it was something. We knew it was there.
Anyway, great.
We called it out,
writing,
and then
guys, thanks for writing letters.
he talks about how people always talk to Diana about the snarky editorial tone she took with the lady who wrote in Gloria Chadwick to say these comics are horrible. Remember that? Like someone just posted it in the Kamiko group or something. Huh?
Okay, that was years ago, right?
That was years ago. Yeah, that was before Epi even. Because I remember it was also a page where like, oh, this is the first appearance of Epi, remember? And so that happens, and she talks about that, and she laughs about it. But then we have
that's
legendary letter hack. Jamie S. Rich makes a return again, which seems like every issue of this run. He's like the assistant editor here, kind of thing, of the letters column, talking about Blondie and just really cool. Again, I say it every time, but it'd be nice to get him on the podcast. He's a big wig at IDW now, I think. So I mean, that's cool. He made his way all the way up from letter writer to head of IDW or something. The Devil's Hammer coming up. Illustrated by Rob Walton, and the backup feature written and painted by Matt Wagner. And that's the start of the Grendel Prime stuff, right? Is this going to be like Glitter? Is that the first one?
It's also written by Rob Walton.
I'm not even familiar with Rob Walton.
He did Ragmop.
Ragmop?
Yeah, I bought some Ragmop.
Huh. I haven't heard of Ragmop. You got to check it out.
Rob Walton's supposedly very, very talented and funny, and he has an animation background. We will find out in The Devil's Hammer in 2 episodes.
In 2 episodes. They're shorter than usual, too, because they have the backup season here. Catalyst Agents of Change. I have not heard of this book.
Yeah.
I like the art, though.
This is a beautiful cover by Jason Pearson, though.
Oh, okay. That's why I recognize those chins.
You got some moves. I think this is the Jason Pearson cover. Okay, great.
I don't know. Okay, great. Next man, Sin City, Grendel Tales, the final, and an Eddie Campbell book. Another one I haven't heard of. The Dance of Lifey Waste. Wait, Lifey Death. And I didn't check this out. And again, I don't recognize this person either. Nina Paley. They were Dark Horse taking swings back here and publishing indie work. This is indie work for sure, but publishing stuff right here. Good for you, Dark Horse. Anything else you want to say for this ep? Ben.
Teddy Kristiansen might be too good for his own good. This is
And,
very.
he's what?
I do not like the pink jacket that Mantovani wears on the cover.
Dang. Really throwing out the don't likes on this cover, Ben.
I don't know what it is.
All right, y'all.
Better the moment. I like the moment better when he's dressed up as a
as
Chuck.
Sylvester. Yeah, that looks good.
That's it for me.
That's it for me. Vivat Grendel, Ben.
Keep on grundling, everybody.